good evening, and welcome to Mike's Harder After Hours. I'm Colton.
I'm Joe. And before I introduce our other buddy, I want to congratulate my sister and her husband on the kids. Adopted, finally. And then we've got the filthy whore Don.
How y'all doing?
If anybody figured out I was from Idaho, I'd be a hoe. But nobody's listened enough.
So, what do you want to talk about tonight?
Oh. Let's talk about taxing unrealized gains.
What do you mean? Like unreported income?
No, not unreported. Unrealized. Money you haven't actually got yet. So, it's been floated on the left for a couple of years now. So, if you have a mutual fund account, you buy $10,000 worth of mutual funds. It's in the fund.
Why am I getting pissed off before you even get to your point?
Because this shit hurts. So let's say you buy $10,000 worth of mutual funds, and over the course of the next 2 years, it's at $15,000.
Yeah.
One of our presidential candidates wants to tax that $5,000 gain, even though you don't actually you've not received the money.
So they're going to tax it every year?
Unrealized gain. So say you buy a house for, I don't know, $29,000 because you bought it on foreclosure. It's worth $89,000, and then it's worth $120,000. They want you to pay taxes on the difference between $29,000 and $120,000. They want you to pay taxes on that because you've gained money.
You haven't gained dick unless you sell it. So then you have to pay taxes on the sale of it as well.
And their argument is, well, we're only doing it for people that make over $400,000 a year.
Fuck them. They're lying sons of bitches. Just like, oh, we're going to hire all these fucking people for the IRS.
87,000.
Yeah, but they're only going after people that make over, what, $150,000 a year or some shit?
It was actually originally a lot higher than that. But go back to 1913.
Fuck 1913. If I could go back and fucking strip 1913 from history, I would.
Originally, income tax was only supposed to affect the top 1%. The top 1%.
Yeah, and the top 1% was like, hey, if we're paying it, everyone's paying it.
Now everybody pays taxes. So when they talk about this unrealized gain, I mean, you could have a menial job, buy a small house. The house gains value. You haven't sold it yet, but now because it's gone up $10,000, you have to pay taxes on $10,000.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
you know what's even more stupid? It's the same fucking party that says they invented the no tax on tips. Right? The appointed one, the anointed one, the not African American. She says, yeah, we're not going to tax tips because she stole it from Cheeto King. And we're not going to tax tips, but we're going to tax the shit out of any fucking investment you have. Everything you ever earn, we're going to tax the shit out of that.
Don't even get to touch the fucking money, and I'm still getting taxed on it.
There's so many things that are... I'm not a constitutional scholar. I know a little bit about a lot of things. But I'm looking at it going, how is that even constitutionally allowed to tax money or tax money that you haven't actually gained yet?
Or just the appreciation of value of something. How can you tax me on the appreciation of value?
Income tax itself should be fucking illegal.
Yeah.
I have not. What is the 16th Amendment? They passed it. They passed it to cover their asses after they'd fucking stolen from everybody. But the idea that I haven't actually collected the money yet, but I have to pay taxes on it, especially in the case of a mutual fund or a real estate property, right? So real estate is a lot like mutual funds. The value fluctuates up and down. So if it goes up $5,000 in 1 year, I have to pay taxes on that $5,000. What happens if the next year it goes down $7,000?
I bet you still
Are they
don't
giving
have to,
me money?
Yeah, I bet you don't
You
get
ain't getting
anything
no money
back.
back.
You get nothing back.
But the people that are singing the praises of this lady is like, are you kidding me? Well, they're obviously poor people that don't never own anything, and
Yeah, they're forever renters
yep.
and
Yeah.
forever leasers.
They're always going to vote for the school district to make my property taxes go up and then fucking cry when their fucking rent goes up.
Right. Well, I want better schools for my kids.
Hey, we're pretty early in the podcast for me to already be bitching about taxes and saying I hate the fucking government.
I've already seen people bitching about prices for school lunches. They went up. It's like $3 now.
That's because Bidenomics is working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember in school, it was like $1.
Well, my thing is like, I get like if you live in the city, you should have a vote on something. But if it's going to affect property tax and you don't actually own property, you shouldn't have a vote on whatever that is.
But also, if you don't have kids in school,
You shouldn't have to fucking
you shouldn't
pay
have
that.
to fucking... No.
I said that shit for a long time.
That's why I said that, because I know you've never had kids.
Two-thirds of my property taxes go to the other school district. And I don't have children in the school. I don't mind sponsoring one. I really don't. All right, let me sponsor a child. But when I got renters on both sides of me with 3+ kids, and they vote yes on every referendum, so their kids get this awesome education,
Yeah, awesome education.
I'm the
fucking
one
foot.
paying for it. Stupid.
That's what I think about that.
That was a fart in case anybody misunderstood. Because it didn't sound like a fart from over here.
Probably a queef.
I think the mic picked it up a little bit. There's a little tiny spike. But yeah, no. If I don't have kids, I shouldn't have to pay the extra fucking tax. And I honestly think if you don't own property, you shouldn't be able to vote on things that would affect property tax.
Well, go back to the early days of this country. Voting, you had to be a property owner. And women couldn't vote.
Well, like I wouldn't be able to under that. I wouldn't be able to vote on anything that had to do with, raising property tax. But at the same time, I always vote no on that shit anyways, because all it's going to do is raise all the taxes.
Mm-hmm. The Josie, the redhead libertarian that we follow on X, she reminds everybody almost weekly that for 134 years women couldn't vote because they would vote for a supposed black woman because she would be the first black woman president. She points out that women use emotion and reaction, not logic and reason.
I thought it was funny. I was watching a video where like school kids were talking to one of the presidents. I don't remember which one it was. But one of the girls that was there from the school trip asked, do you think there will ever be a woman president? And whoever the president was at the time said, I think that there will be, but I think that the first one will be a woman vice president who becomes president because the president, who is a man, is either unfit to be president mentally or dies. And I was like, this sounds like
You
today.
need to find me that video because
I'll see if I can find it.
that is wild. Because that's what's going to happen right now.
Right.
We have cackling Kamala, and Biden's permanently on vacation until pretty much the end of his tenure.
Right.
He's done. There's nobody running this country right now.
Nope.
It looks like it might have been Reagan, 1989.
I could believe that. Reagan
I think I just found it.
Reagan was a pretty good president. He definitely did some stupid shit, but he was a
they all
good president.
So they all do.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I was young when Reagan was president, so what I know is what I've read and researched after the fact.
Right.
I remember him being president, but I don't. I was 6, so it's not like I was involved in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, the idea that a woman will be president, that's about right. She's going to be vice, and somebody's going to step aside, die, something like that.
I just sent you the link.
I forgot to mute my phone.
Ah, you're good. But yeah, I watched that and I was like, this is a fucking interview from 1989, and it's like The Simpsons.
Very true. Very true. Okay, Don, I've already fucking ruined this with talking about taxes. How was your week so far?
It's been kind of easy. Haven't had a whole lot to do. Been hot.
It has been fucking hot. And Colton, I don't have to ask you because you've been laid off.
Yeah, no, I'm a bum. Just been sitting at home jerking off.
Got any prospects other than the glory hole thing that you were talking about?
The glory hole thing sounds like about the best moneymaker right now.
Now what are you looking up?
Nothing. I'm texting Jazz.
Oh. I guess we're not that important, Don.
No, we're not. That's okay, though. We're used to it.
Yeah, no, I gotta sign up for unemployment. Other than that, find a job at some point.
You want a construction job? I
Not
can
a
get you.
fucking chance.
My
Fucking-
geriatric ass was trying to figure out how to use fucking X on this iPad thing that I got now.
iPad thing.
I'm used to my phone. So, I can...
I need to get you a little wireless keyboard for it so you can actually fucking type.
I don't know. I was trying to throw some stuff on X, and I'm used to my phone. You just hold down, boop, copy link, throw it in there, and then you can make your comment, your post, whatever. Didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So anybody that follows us on X, I'm not sorry. I'm old. It just is what it is.
Don't worry, I've been posting on the Instagram. We're all good.
Yeah, I don't look at that shit, so I would just assume you are.
I get a notice almost every day from Instagram.
Oh.
It's not my thing.
Trying to figure out what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then Friday, I got to go pick up my last check. Got a tattoo appointment. Might go out to the polls. What?
I got a tattoo idea for you. You want a pinup, right?
Sure. Oh, one of my guys that I was playing Call of Duty with earlier sent me this, and I actually think I might get this. It's fucking stupid, but I think that I might get it.
That's funny because
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was looking up.
I saved that this morning.
I was like, yo, I might actually get that.
I seen that. I'm like, Colton could pull that off.
Oh, I could totally pull that off.
Yeah.
And then I won't have to feel bad about having boobs because I'll have actual boobs. And then anytime anybody goes to talk shit like, "Who you got fucking man boobs?" Like, yeah, I got women boobs too, bitch.
You're gonna have to put the still photo of that shit on the
Yeah.
podcast because otherwise everybody's gonna be like, "What's he talking about?"
Yeah, he sent me that. He's like, "Here, I got a tattoo idea for you." And I was like, "That's fucking stupid." And then the more I looked at it, I was like, "That's actually kind of fucking funny." The only thing is,
Are you gonna get the cat butthole tattoo around your
No.
belly button? Well, then it's not that funny.
Well, the plan was to get the Statue of Liberty on the left side, and then have whoever does it figure out, like, I was gonna have like George Washington crossing the Delaware on Christmas morning, and have like the Statue of Liberty kind
So
of like.
now you're just gonna have some random.
That's why it's gonna look fucking
lady
stupid. Yeah.
titty.
So it's gonna be all that shit, and then it's just gonna be a lady fucking with her tit hanging out on my chest.
So make that woman the Statue of Liberty with her tit hanging out.
Oh my god.
I listened to an interview earlier today
Yeah.
on Rogan's podcast. He interviewed Mark Soft White Underbelly from YouTube. He interviewed him. That was a phenomenal interview.
Was it?
Yes. I'm trying to remember his last name. But even looking it up, I can't.
Getting old.
No. Nobody puts their fucking last name on shit. But, yeah, Soft White Underbelly. He was already one of my favorite channels to listen to. And then he did a almost 3-hour podcast with Rogan today. That was phenomenal. So, highly recommend it if anybody wants to listen to that shit. But, yeah, he interviews just complete randos from all over the country.
So I do like the Soft White Underbelly. I like listening to his stuff.
Yeah. He's...
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Posting on the Instagram. So check us out on Friday.
I just keep seeing a camera getting pointed at my face, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Check us out on Friday, and that
It'll be like next Friday.
No, I'm gonna go home tonight and make sure that it's fucking all good. Because that was fucking stupid, and I don't know why it did that.
So what's your next move, Colton?
I'm probably gonna take a poop at some point.
Okay.
What do you mean, next move?
Job wise, what are you looking to do?
You gonna rob banks, or are you gonna...
Well, if I were gonna rob banks, Joe, I couldn't talk about it on the podcast. Now could I?
Well, I can tell you what things to avoid, because I already know a guy who robbed banks and he got caught.
yeah, so I shouldn't just go buy a brand new fucking motorcycle and continue
go-
robbing banks.
Don't rob your first
If
one.
you're gonna do it, at least put a red basket on the back of it.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
Well, then the blue dye won't get all over you.
If
If the money bag's in the red basket and it goes off,
I should just convince him to rob banks for me and just take
that
a
would
cut.
be that probably would be pretty easy.
Yeah,
That probably
it
would
would
be.
be pretty lucrative too because I don't have any fucking skin in it. Don't worry, I'll take care of you in jail. This is a collect call from... Nope.
Kind of like when you used to call me from jail.
Yeah, you fuck. Can't get a hold of fucking anybody in my family. First time I got arrested, so I try and call Joe. The second time I called, he fucking picked up, but the fucking first time, it like went immediately dead. I'm like... fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just need you to let my grandpa know that I'm in jail. Like, I don't think he knows.
Yeah, first time he called, I was like, nope, I am not dealing with this bullshit. Rings again, I'm like, fuck. Guess I better answer it. Damn, that's...
He probably figured I wanted commissary. I just wanted to let my grandpa know that I was in jail.
Yeah, I went over to your grandma and grandpa's house and told him, leave him there. Just leave him there.
Yep.
I think I had your grandma convinced.
Probably.
But your grandpa was like, I'll just wait for him to call again. Just fucking leave him there. Just let him sit it
I
out.
probably wouldn't have got a second one had they fucking let me sit in there until Tuesday.
Well, I told him, I said, once he sits there that long, his final punishment, he's already served a bunch of time. Just let him sit there.
Well, that, and I probably would have actually learned something.
I should have known your grandpa was going to bail you out. I should have fucking known.
It's not like it was that bad. It was just CCNO. All I was doing was sitting around playing fucking cards with people that knew the guys. Oh, who you hang out with? Oh, you know, this guy or this guy or this guy? Yeah, I know all three of them guys. Oh, hey, why don't you come play fucking spades with us? Down. I already got friends.
I would rather spend a year in penitentiary than 6 days.
No, fuck that. I'll take 6 days in CCNO.
No.
I can be bored.
Nope.
I can be bored, and I can find people to play spades with.
Not a big spades fan.
You're not a big card fan.
Give me a cell with a TV. I'll do 6 months. Fuck 6 days.
That's fucking dumb.
Nah. What? That place is a fucking joke, dude.
The only thing was it wasn't comfortable to sleep. They gave me a fucking mattress that's supposed to have a pillow at the one end, and it's completely flat all the way across. I'm like, this doesn't add up.
That was the only thing I was able to do when I was there. Sleep. Just
Oh, I just started name dropping while I was in there, trying to make friends. Like, yeah, I know a whole bunch of people, and they all used to do a bunch of fucking crimes, so you probably know them too.
man, I'd be screwed now. So I get sent in there and be like, I know a whole bunch of cops.
Oh, hey, who arrested you? I bet I know them.
Right? Be like, oh, shit. Can I get a red suit in my own cell?
Meanwhile, Joe's getting stabbed to death his first night while he's asleep.
They'd put me in my own cell anyway because of my tattoos. Because people would just assume. But
Well, yeah, you fucking skinhead. In case anybody was wondering, American History X was based on Joe's life.
okay.
That's complete satire as well.
That is my favorite movie, though.
Dude, I love that movie. The whole way through the movie, you're like, yeah, fuck them. And then in the end, you're like, aw.
I only loved it because growing up, I always had my head shaved and I had the goatee. And most people were like, dude, you look like the guy from American History X. Never seen it. So, the one weekend, buddy and I, we went to the movie store.
The fucking movie
Oh.
store.
I can't even remember what it was called in town.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
It wasn't Blockbuster
No, it was
in town. It was,
I know what you're talking about, though.
No, it was...
Let's talk about aging ourselves.
oh,
Right.
man, what the fuck was it called?
Yeah, it wasn't a Blockbuster,
I got
but
caught-
same
Got
same
caught
deal.
stealing a candy bar one night or one day when I was in there with my mom.
It was the same deal. We rented the movie, go back to the house, we watch it, and I'm like, I like this movie.
Back when it was just walls full of fucking VHS tapes. There weren't many fucking DVDs in there.
And you had to walk through the beaded curtain to get to the adult
I
stuff.
never got to go into the adult stuff. I was like fucking 8 years old.
I was married to somebody who was older than me. I was a minor. Emancipated minor. But I was a minor. So I got to walk behind the curtain. I was like, ooh, damn. I don't even need rent in these. Just give me 5 minutes back here.
Joe's like, ooh, the bush.
It's the Nancy Kerrigan wedding video. Yep.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you are young.
Couldn't tell you. who
Oh,
that
it was
is.
actually the Tanya Harding wedding video.
Don't know who that is
Nancy
either.
Kerrigan is the one that
Yeah.
had her beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know who
Yeah,
either
she's
of
the one
those
that got her knees
people are.
blown out.
Olympic ice skaters.
Yeah, I bet they were skating on something.
What? What's her face had the other what's her face attacked by somebody with a fucking nightstick, blow her knees out
Really?
right before
Yeah.
competition.
Jesus Christ. Talk about cutthroat.
Tanya Harding, Jeff Gillooly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Tanya Harding had her husband, Jeff Gillooly, attack Nancy Kerrigan.
How can you remember that, but you can't remember the last name of the dude from the interview that you watched today?
Because
Early onset
when
Alzheimer's.
we were younger, it was in the news all the time.
Yeah.
He just watched it today.
I get that. I couldn't tell you what I watched today.
Oh, crap.
But yeah, she had this bitch's knees whacked right before the fucking competition.
Fucking whacked.
Whacked. It was really a whack. It wasn't like a coordinated thing. Dude just walked up and fucking pummeled her
How
right
much
in the
jail
knees.
time did he get?
I don't remember.
Probably not much back then.
But I do remember that porn video.
Yeah, I bet you do.
She was
Never seen that one.
She was smuggling Carpet City.
Oh, my gosh.
Kind of like that Toledo commercial. Y'all modern floor won't come out and get you.
God, what the hell was that movie store called? Something.
Family Video?
Yeah. Family Video.
Yeah.
That is
Yup.
it.
Because they had one in Napoleon too.
Yeah, I just remember it had a black. It wasn't Blockbuster. It had a black sign. It wasn't
Family
blue.
Video.
Fucking Family Video. Yeah, we were walking through the one day and I fucking stuffed a candy bar in my pocket. And my mom caught me and she's like, you know, you would go to jail for that. I'm like, well, I wanted a candy bar. You wouldn't buy it for me. She made me give it to the lady working the counter. Like, well, you gotta make me tell on myself too. I can't just put it back on the fucking rack. Because you know how they had the counter was like in the middle of the two doors.
Yep.
And then on the back side of the counter, they had like candy and popcorn and shit. Well, we were walking around the counter and I just popped one in my pocket and she fucking saw me. I was like, God damn it, I wanted this candy bar.
She started being, you were a criminal when you were young.
If it would have been a rice cake, she probably would have let you keep it.
Oh yeah, dude, I stole a whole bunch of shit when I was young. Well, fucking my babysitter had some gigantic fucking like engagement or wedding ring, whatever. Her name was Shirley. And I fucking stole it. And we were eating dinner that night. And I had it in my underwear because I didn't want it to fall out of my pockets. And I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And we were at my grandpa's house. So I went outside to piss so I could stash it out there so I could get it later. And they thought it was weird that I went outside to piss. And my mom went outside and found it. Stole a whole bunch of shit when I was a kid. Until I got the fucking speech. It was like an hour-long speech about how there's nothing worse than a thief except a liar and blah, blah, blah. Which was hilarious because my mom got fucking in trouble for stealing a bunch of shit from Walmart.
Oh, speaking of kids, my little semen comes back next week.
I thought
Yeah.
it was this week.
No, it's next week.
Oh.
I can't wait. I'm so ready to see him again.
I saw some semen this morning.
Oh, did you go to the Navy base or what?
No, I saw it right from my bedroom.
Oh, so you're looking at Navy guys.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it.
Boy butts driving nuts. I don't think everybody steals as a kid.
I think it's
But
common though.
I think the large majority of us do.
Oh yeah.
That and I think the ones that say that they never did just never got caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always stole condoms.
Was I just fucking late to the
was,
game?
I was too embarrassed to buy them, so I just steal them.
I must have just been late
Huh.
to the fucking game because I never stole condoms. I was out of my stealing phase by that.
I think by the time I was buying condoms, it was almost like bragging.
Joe's like, I've been getting my dick sucked since I was 8 years old. Now I'm on the condoms. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I would go into a pharmacy, 16. I'd go pick the fuckers right up off the rack, walk up and throw them on the counter.
The fucking lady behind the counter is probably like, cool, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure she was, because, she's probably in her 40s. She's like, good luck, kid.
I think that's part of your problem too. I think you used up all your erections for your life.
Yeah.
I think you have a set amount that you get.
It's like those
like bounces.
Like bounces and like those candles you can't blow out. You can only use them so many times. I mean, eventually they're just gonna burn out. Yeah. I definitely don't have any bounces left. If I fall down again, I'm
We'll be having a funeral.
All the king's horses and all the king's men.
Let's hope you don't fall then.
I've been really careful since I broke my ankle. Trying not to die.
We still need to plan a bike trip at some point.
Plan it for spring.
Well, we have to.
Are you going to have yours done by then?
By spring? Oh, I'll have it done by spring.
I don't know. You going to be back to work by then? Colin, I can't say much. Mine ain't on the road yet either, so.
No, everybody's borrowing mine.
Not me, motherfucker. Because I know if I do, it's going to push off me fixing mine even more. Somebody rode past my house on a bike yesterday. I was like, I want to fucking throw a stick out in the road in front of you.
Is it a bicycle?
No. But it made me think of Big Daddy when the people are skating in Central Park.
Yeah.
So did you hear that Kamala is polling higher than Trump?
Yeah. I still don't know where they pull their numbers from.
I would say thin air. I think they're just pulling it out of thin air.
Probably.
That or they're just going to fucking inner cities.
Oh, do you see what fucking Walls is gonna do? He's jumping on
Who's
Kamala's
Walls?
running mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's gonna jump on a bus and drive all over Georgia campaigning,
For fucking what?
so that when they steal Georgia, it looks like he's got enough votes.
Yeah, so when all the dead people,
Yeah, all Joe's fucking dad and his uncle and his grandpa and his grandma.
See, I can't even. My dad said he would have voted for Hillary Clinton.
Gross.
I know it kind of gives me a bitter, vomit thing in the back of my throat. But he's like, I'd rather vote for the snake I know than the snake I don't.
Fuck that.
Yeah. My dad very seldom talked about politics, and that after he told me that, I never talked to him about politics again.
Yeah, I do not talk politics around. Well, I don't do politics, period, and I definitely don't do it around my family because my dad's always been a Democrat, and I'm like, I can't.
See, and it's always kind of been funny to me, people that were in the service that are real left-leaning. It just doesn't seem like it makes sense in my head. Just like my grandpa. Real fucking patriotic, real fucking, support the troops, support blah, 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 whatever the fuck. But votes D for everything. I don't get it. Like, you're not actually a Democrat. You just vote Democrat.
Blue no matter who. Yeah, I don't understand it either.
That, and he's the same fucking guy that'll vote for all the shit for the fucking schools. And I'm like, why, dude? Why?
Does he not realize that affects his property taxes?
I think he does, but I think he just doesn't care.
Well, great, buddy. Not everybody has the money you have. I don't want to sponsor everybody's child.
I don't.
I wouldn't want to sponsor my own.
I'm curious.
I rent, and I don't want to sponsor any of that shit because
Your rent will go up.
yeah.
I'm curious.
So most people don't realize when they approve all this shit, your rent's going up.
Yeah.
See, but like, how
That's-
much does
that's
it really
why-
cost to like own and maintain one of those buildings? Like in all reality,
Like what building?
like the building that you live in, like how much does it really cost to own and maintain that?
I don't know.
It can't be much if you own the building. You're only paying property tax on it at that point, and probably what, income tax on the revenue.
Well, no, you're paying more than that because 9 times out of 10 they're borrowing money to buy said places.
Well, what I'm talking about, your boss. I'm sure he owns most of those,
No.
doesn't he? Oh, he doesn't?
no,
He's leveraged to the fucking eyeballs.
Do you think Dennis owns some of his?
No.
He doesn't own any of his?
I could almost guarantee that when he buys a new property, he puts all his stuff right back into everything.
Oh.
He says, I have a portfolio of $2 million and I have an equity of $500,000. I want to buy this property for $35,000. They said, well, you have an equity of $500,000. We'll use the equity against the loan. We'll leverage it for you, and we'll help you buy this $35,000 piece of property.
So you own nothing at that point.
Own
and
nothing.
it's just a steady income stream
That's-
as long as you have renters.
That's why
And when people don't pay rent, he can't make his payment.
his newer places that been getting put in are $1,400 a month.
Fuck all that noise.
Granted,
You
they're
might as well just go get a fucking house payment.
they're 3 and 4 bedrooms, but yeah, I'd rather have a house payment.
I was gonna say, you could probably find a 3-bedroom home for $1,000 a month house payment. Wouldn't you figure?
Oh,
Or would you have to have a really good credit score for that?
I think you'd have to have a decent sale price for that. And if you find something where you're going to get $1,000 a month house payment, a landlord's going to buy it before you get a chance.
Oh.
'Cause, yeah, no.
Hmm.
And you go outside of town, yeah, you could find something for $800, $900 a month. But now you're going to have acreage. And you're going to
When
have
I
a whole older home, and
when I bought my house 5 years ago, I was renting at the time, and I was paying $750. We bought it. I think it went down to about 600. But the properties that Dennis was putting in, those were 1,000. So 4 years later,
Right. $400 more a month.
and it's going up again.
Good old Bidenomics.
have you seen the new? You probably haven't seen the Trump ad.
The one where he just uses Kamala's words.
He's got Kamala debating Kamala,
Yeah.
where she's talking about groceries are up, gas is up, and then
he
switches and she's like, "It's Bidenomics."
Yeah.
And then she talks about rent and property value, and she's like, "It's Bidenomics, and it's working." That shit is hilarious.
Right, and at the end is just, I am Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
I had to laugh the other day. I was watching something on either Facebook or TikTok. I can't remember what it was.
Fucking TikTok.
But it was one of the people that walking around the street with the microphone, asking questions. And it was a young kid asking this lady. She's probably in her 50s, at least. Asking her who she's voting for, either Kamala or Trump. She's like, I'm all for Kamala. He's like, well, why? Well, she's gonna lower the income and lower taxes. And he's like, so lower income is a good thing? She's like, well, yeah, it works.
Of course you're going to have lower taxes with lower income. That's just standard.
No, it wasn't even at the taxes part. He's just like, so lower income makes sense to you? She's like, well, yeah. If you have lower income, you could buy more. Wait,
all the interviews...
How?
Yeah, all the interviews that I've seen like that, all the old white men and women are always on, oh yeah, I'm voting for Kamala. And then it's the, African American and the Mexican American people that they interview are like, no, Trump. All day, Trump. And the one guy says, Kamala. And the lady goes, well, why? He goes, what do you mean? Well, what's your reasoning? He goes, all the reasons. All the reasons. Well, just give me one. Well, Kamala. I'm like, these people can fucking vote? Like, what the fuck is this? You don't even have a reason.
What scares me even more than they can vote is they're allowed to procreate.
Yeah, and then pass on this dumb, well, Kamala. Well, why? All the reasons. Well, give me one. Kamala. What the fuck?
Yeah. And I've said it before.
Or no, it wasn't Kamala. It was democracy. He just said democracy at the end.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm not a Cheeto King fan. But if that's the only option I'm given, other than a woman who got 0 votes in the primary, Friday afternoon, Friday about 2:30, Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
She endorsed Trump.
I like hearing that.
I like Tulsi Gabbard. I really do. She is a Democrat. She's opposite on me about a bunch of things, but she's very pro 2A, and she's a military veteran. So when she says she's going to back Trump to keep us out of World War III, she has a better idea what that would look like than any of the three of us sitting here. She says, no, I'm going to go with this guy because he'll be able to back us out of what's about to happen. I mean, without an intervention, we are fucking screwed. So when Tulsi backed him, I'm like, yes. And RFK's backing him.
I was getting ready to say
RFK Jr.
And you and I were the same on that. Like, not a big fan of the guy.
I liked a lot of his stances, but he wasn't my favorite guy.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he dropped and... Oh, you want to hear some fucking dirty pool? He tried to withdraw his name from the 10 states he's on the ballot. The states that are controlled by Democratic governors are refusing to take his name off the ballot, so that it'll cause confusion at election time. Michigan? No, Gretchen Whitmer's like...
Gretchen's a fucking cunt.
Oh, yeah. No, you can't.
Be careful.
You can't.
You might get fucking indicted.
It's not like I'm gonna kidnap her or anything. I just don't like the bitch. But
I have the freedom of speech. I can say what the fuck I want.
Yeah, the idea that the same woman who said you can't buy a car seat during the pandemic is now saying his name's on the ballot and it's going to stay there, even though he wants to withdraw it. It's going to stay there. So there's a bunch of states where the governors are like, nope, He's on the ballot.
Yeah, the same governor that said no boats in the fucking water,
And
then,
her and her husband went out fucking cruising on a boat. Yeah.
Again, fuck that cunt.
Rules for thee and not for me. Fucking bullshit. Yeah. My thought, and I read this today, so it's not completely my thought. I read it today, and I was like, Biden was the nominee. He was on the ballot in 40-some states.
Right.
they should leave him on too.
Leave him there. Leave him on the ballot.
Yeah.
You know, you want to leave fucking RFK Jr. on the ballot to quote unquote steal votes.
Yeah, you're gonna do it for one person, you gotta do it from all of them.
Yep. Just leave them both on the
Yeah,
ballot.
but you know that's not how it works. The fucking rules for the Democrats aren't the same as the rest of us.
Why do you think fucking Walz is campaigning in Georgia so hard? It's because they know how to steal that state. And they're going to say, it's because he campaigns so hard.
Yeah.
He's on a bus tour. Dude, you were not running for governor. You were running for fucking vice president. Give me a fucking break.
On a fucking bus tour.
Yeah, he's on a fucking bus tour.
What is he, fucking Metallica? Fucking Bill Burr?
Yeah. I don't know how. If my candidate said, I'm going to do a bus tour of Nebraska,
I'd be like, nah, get the fuck out of here.
I'd be like, I'm seriously going to reconsider because this guy obviously has no oxygen. Especially if he said Nebraska, because I absolutely fucking hate Nebraska.
Why do you hate Nebraska?
Nebraska sucks, and that's why Wyoming is windy.
What?
I fucking hate Nebraska, dude.
Is it Nebraska that's like really lax on their fucking gun laws?
Oh, that's not. I don't even know their gun laws. I just know that if I fucking roll out of Illinois, I can see Wyoming, and there's a Lincoln Monument in the middle of it. It's nothing but fucking cornfields and fucking retards, the whole fucking state. Like, wow. I hate that fucking state.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've driven through it so many fucking times as a kid and as an adult. There's nothing. Literally, you roll into it from the east, and you get this Lincoln Monument, and after that, it's fucking I don't know, 900 fucking miles of nothing but cornfield.
All flat.
Yep. Like I said, Nebraska sucks. That's why Wyoming is windy. You get into Wyoming and it's nothing but a headwind because Nebraska's sucking the life out of every fucking thing. I fucking hate that state. If I ever, for any dumb fucking reason, ever have to go back to the West Coast, I'm going up through Montana.
Dude, I would like to go visit Montana. I think Montana
I
would
would
be
like
cool
to.
as shit to go to.
If they still have reasonable, prudent speed limit, I
What is
definitely am
reasonable,
going.
prudent speed limit?
They dropped the speed limit. They gave up speed limit, so
It's just whatever you feel
it's
is
reasonable
right.
and prudent.
Kind
If-
of an Autobahn.
If
Kinda.
there's no traffic and you want to do 140, yeah, do 140.
So I said kind of an Autobahn.
Montana, there's not a whole lot up there.
No, it's basically a bunch of ranches and shit, isn't it? And fucking homesteads?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Montana. I've heard it's really nice in the winter. Everything just looks real cool.
You definitely can't go 140 in the winter.
Well, I'm not trying to go
In
140 mile an
Montana.
hour anyways, Joe.
But fucking Montana might have 8 feet of fucking snow.
I still think it'd be cool to go up there in the winter.
Yeah, pass on the winter.
See, but I like winter. I really do. I enjoy the winter.
Yeah, you're.
Well, yeah, you're probably
fucking
cooled off
masochist.
then.
Yeah, fuck off.
You're like a polar bear.
Fucking douchebag.
I would not like it in the wintertime. Hell no.
I wouldn't.
Hell,
I wouldn't mind it in the
summer's
spring.
Only like, their summer's only a couple of months compared to like
here.
bumfuck North Ohio.
So I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I think I'd go in the spring when you kind of have, somewhat of a mix. You got snow and you got some nice weather.
I wouldn't mind some slush so that I have a chance to outrun a bear.
Are there a lot of bears in Montana?
Yeah.
Are there moose in Montana?
Yeah.
Yo, we should go moose hunting in Montana.
Moose, elk. No.
Dude, could you imagine fucking bringing home an elk?
Those are huge.
I know they are.
I've seen them in Tennessee. Holy shit.
Dude, the fucking video and the videos of them like look fake as shit because people are like in their cars and it looks fake as shit how big this fucking animal is.
The only reason it can't get in the car window is because the rack is as wide as the fucking Civic that they're riding in. The things are fucking enormous.
They
Well,
are.
I know there was a fucking video and it was this fucking family in their fucking car on the highway in stop and go traffic and there's this fucking elk just in the middle
Elk
of the
or
fucking
moose?
I think it was an elk. It might have been a moose. Are moose bigger? Are moose like fucking
Moose are way bigger.
Are moose like fucking 20 feet tall?
If you're
Well, and moose have a bigger rack.
moose have like a pan that comes off the top of their head.
Okay, it was a moose then. Yeah.
Elk are more like a deer, but
Oh, okay, no, yeah, it was a moose
But
then
a lot
because
bigger.
it had like it kind of looked like fans.
Yeah, they have this big pan part that comes out before it branches off into antlers.
Yeah, no, it looked like that, and it was fucking. It looked fake as shit. But they're just taking this video of this fucking, I assume, moose in the middle of the two fucking highways. You know, one's going one way, one's going the other. In the middle, in the grass, just standing there. Looked fake as shit.
I had
What do you even use to kill one of those?
everything. If you go through Wyoming and not the moose but the elk, it's so fucking funny, dude. Because you go through the interstate through Wyoming, and everywhere there's an elk crossing sign, there's a blood smear for 200 yards because a truck hit one. It's ironic. It's comical. Like, he was using the crosswalk, dude, and you hit him.
and the driver didn't get cited, did he?
I don't think he even stopped. But you get west of Nebraska, and all of the semi trucks, their front bumpers.
Or just big fucking steel.
Oh, they're huge brush guards. They're enormous. They are not slowing down. They are not stopping. They're just going to hit that sumbitch and let it drag underneath the truck until it's gone. They're huge.
That's wild.
So you figure a moose and an elk is as tall as a semi.
A moose. If a moose were to be like roaming around in Wyoming and get hit by one of those trucks, it's going to fuck that truck up.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're both as tall as a semi.
Yeah. And an elk is not as bulky. It's
Right.
not as big. But a moose? Fuck.
Yeah, dude, that looks fake as shit. How big that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
Looks fake.
Can you imagine how yummy that big bag of furry meat is?
That big bag of furry meat. Is that
Oh.
what you called your girlfriends in high school?
No, they were pool table.
Perfect felt.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
apparently an Irish elk is about a meter bigger on average than a moose. It's an
can't- well, that's 3
Irish,
feet.
yeah, an Irish elk. This is the size comparison. Huge, fucking huge. Wouldn't want to catch one of those motherfuckers while I'm camping.
Huh.
Could you imagine you're just camping and some fucking like 12-foot animal just comes out of the fucking woods?
There is a video of a guy hunting, and he's like in a blind, and he's hunting moose, He's in a blind. And he misses the first shot. And that fucking moose charges him.
Oh, God.
Makes it all the way to him, is about to maul him with his antlers. And the guy gets off a fatal fucking shot. That shit is terrifying.
Doesn't Joe Rogan hunt moose and
Yeah.
elk and shit?
Yep.
God, I want to know what he uses to hunt. Because that has to be a gigantic fucking bullet. Like, it
A
has
lot of
to.
what he does is bow.
He's bow hunting moose?
I don't know that he bow hunts moose.
Does he bow hunt elk?
Send him a message and ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to get right back to you.
I actually have his personal number. I'll just get on
Well,
there.
yeah,
real
because
quick.
we're all podcasters, so
Yeah.
he's going to throw it right back at us.
I should fucking make a post on the Instagram for the podcast and tag him in it
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
and be like, Joe, I want to know what you use to hunt elk and moose. Get back to us.
Same thing I used to hunt Teslas. A fucking broadhead.
Dude, that video of him shooting the fucking Cybertruck with the fucking bow
Yeah.
is actually insane.
That's pretty cool. It fucked that arrow up.
If I was going to go fucking hunting for moose or elk, I'd want to be in a Cybertruck.
I don't think I've seen that video yet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Elon was. That was the same podcast that they decided to get pineapple and anchovies. Yeah, they went into the garage
That's the
part.
reason why I had seen it.
They went into the garage part of the studio, and Elon had a Cybertruck there, and Rogan fucking unloaded a broadhead.
And it just put a little dent in it.
It splintered that fucking arrow.
Huh.
The arrow was just gone. It was a carbon fiber shaft with a broadhead on it. Just fucking done.
God, imagine the amount of money he has just in bow shit. It's got to be an expensive ass arrow if it's carbon fiber.
Kind of makes me want to cry a little bit.
Arrow costs as much as one of your guns.
Not possible. Not possible.
Well, it's also not
Wait.
possible because you lost them
I
all.
was just say, like, he ain't got no guns.
Still waiting on my insurance claim. I might be able to buy one broadhead arrow. I have to use it like a spear chucker.
Yeah, we got like 2.5 minutes.
So, we got 2.5 minutes.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
I have to leave here pretty soon.
I want to talk about something next time we dick around.
Yeah. I don't know that I want to dick around with you. I'll dick around on my own.
You afraid of a little sword fight?
With the swordfish, I am. You're still in my phone as the swordfish.
I want to talk about Abraham Lincoln's Freedmen's Bureau in 1865.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm going to do a little more research, but I want to talk about the Freedman's Bureau.
Send me that. I'll do some research on it.
Send it to me too. I'll do some. I don't like doing research, but that's interesting.
'Cause I want to shut some fucking people up.
Wonder who that would be.
Well, wouldn't be my friends.
Find out the next time on Mike's Harder After Hours.
Dun dun dun.
You got anything else you want to talk about before we close up?
I don't know if I tried to be accurate on anything today, but if I did and I was wrong, I'm wrong a lot because I'm drunk a lot. Looking forward to having my mom back on.
That'll be cool.
That would be cool.
And congratulations again, sister, brother-in-law, kids. That is fucking awesome.
Yes, it
I
is.
remember that feeling waking up when I was 12 years old and had a new last name and a new ID. I remember that. That was so fucking great.
Yeah, when I seen her post on Facebook, instant congratulations. That was awesome. And those T-shirts were killer.
Yeah.
I loved them.
That was great.
I love the T-shirts.
Yeah, that was perfect. Other than that, Colton, I think I'm good.
Alrighty.
What if I don't like it, Colton?
Well, if you didn't like it, then you can eat a dick.
That's what I thought, bitch.
Wait, that was the first time tonight.
I know.
I know. Bill will be happy.
If he's even still listening.
We'll have to play it the next time he comes into work.
This might have been one of our most tame.
We've been saying that a lot lately.
Why, are we getting old?
You might be. I can remember things from fucking 1987, but I can't remember this morning.
I'll say, you and I are getting old. Colton ain't.
I fucking feel old. I might not be mentally old, but my body's like fucking 75. That is one thing that I want to do while I'm not working is work out a little bit, try and lose some weight. It's not like I don't have time.
But you usually spend time on video games.
Right.
Gotta keep my hand-eye coordination.
So you can look at it while you punch it or what?
I don't punch it. I'm gentle with it.
Just play video games while you're doing planks.
Oh, God.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Have a six-pack within a fucking week.
Yeah, you would.
It might be.
Played video games for 8 hours this morning, Don. If I was planking the entire time I was playing video games, I'd have a fucking six-pack within a week.
Maybe 2.
Alrighty, well, we hope you guys all enjoyed this. Again, if you didn't like it, eat a dick. If you want to fact check us at Mike's Harder Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah. You probably should fact check me because I'm drunk a lot, so I'm wrong a lot. You can find me on Twitter, Mike's Harder Podcast.
We'll follow the Instagram too. Now we just need to give Don one of them.
Oh, no.
He can run our TikTok.
No.
Although everybody's going to be like, who the fuck runs this? It's just titties.
What's wrong with that?
No,
All
just
right.
have a good answer.
No, I don't have a good answer to that. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Later.
See y'all.
Later.